Hello, my name is Sergio Farfán and I'm a fine artist. I started doing art since I was a little kid. Professionally though, I've been doing it for 6 years now. I've shown in different cities, one of them obviously being Chicago. I've shown in New York, I've shown in Miami, also shown in London, and hopefully soon be showing in Hong Kong as well. My next show will be in September. It's called Anxiety Established in '03, and it's based on me coming to America in 2003, showing like chapters of my life from a little kid up until now. And it's a show based on how I dealt with my anxiety my whole life. When I was in high school, I went to therapy, and that's when I found art therapy. When I was in art therapy, they taught me how to put my emotions into either a drawing or a painting. That was the first time I ever did that, because I always drew, my favorite cartoons or whatever I liked, but I never thought of putting my emotions or my expressions into a painting. And then for the first time, that's what I feel like I became an artist in a sense. Leyden saw that I wasn't doing well myself, so they helped me out being in therapy and making sure I was all right to go to school. There's great teachers. Shout out to Lappy. He's one of the coolest art teachers I've ever had. Also Felix, she's an amazing sculptor, and I remember taking her class and I dropped out because I didn't like it. But later on, I came to find out that sculpting is a beautiful thing, and I actually reached out back to her, letting her know that I'm doing sculptures now. So that was cool. Mr. Beck, my counselor, he's the one that told me to take all the art classes as possible as I can when I was in Leyden. So yeah, I took from drawing 1, drawing 2, painting 1, painting 2, advanced art, and AP art, which was really fun. I was always into the whole street art scene, the whole pop art scene, and that's what I was doing back in high school. So it's cool that I was experimenting with stuff like that even in my high school years, and even the same mediums. It was cool that you guys let us use spray paint, so that was fun. I was in college for art school, and I met literally my idols. His name is Shepard Fairey. He was doing a mural here in Chicago. I decided to take a look when he was done. I didn't know I was gonna meet Shepard, so it happened to be that he was there taking pictures of the mural when he was done. He told me, just paint and sell your work, be in galleries, try to be in museums. And I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know that was a career, and that's what I did. One thing that really stands out for me is the collaboration I did with the Chicago Bulls. They went to the playoffs, the 2021-2022 season, and I was the artist they picked to basically brand their whole stadium and the whole playoff seasons in a sense. So I designed everything from the outside of the stadium, so the screens, we did the hats, shirts, everything. I feel very proud of that because ever since I was a little kid, I was always admired the Bulls, especially Jordan era. So for me to do something with such an iconic team was very special. An advice I would give, students or just people in general dealing with anxiety or depression, always try to find something to distract yourself. You could do art, you could do music, you could do it. Even if you're not good at it, it's good to just express yourself with something. When I draw, I have a lot of emotions, like anyone, you go through stuff every day. I feel like my art's improved a lot because of that, just because I feel like I could create stories with my paintings. Whenever people see the paintings, they relate to them, so that's important. As long as you're showing your emotions and expressing yourself with the painting, that's good enough. That's being an artist. I want people to relate to it, and if they buy it or just simply enjoy it, that makes my whole day.